For decades, Mark Consuelos has been a symbol of charm, warmth, and effortless charisma on American television. The man whose laugh could light up a morning before the sun even rose. From his early acting days to his adored role on Live with Kelly and Mark, Mark has always seemed like the very embodiment of energy, positivity, and connection. He's the man who never raises his voice, who greets every guest with a smile, who makes everyone around him shine. But behind that famous smile, something deeply heartbreaking has unfolded. Something that has left his family, friends, colleagues, and millions of fans across the country in shock. Recent reports confirm that Mark Consuelos has been rushed to intensive care following a sudden medical emergency, one that, according to those closest to him, came without warning, a moment that no one saw coming. It all began, as so many tragedies do, on what should have been a normal, ordinary day. Mark had been balancing his packed schedule: live tapings, charity appearances, fitness commitments, family time, and filming projects that were set to air later this year. According to insiders, Mark had been showing subtle signs of exhaustion for several weeks, but, true to his nature, he brushed it off, insisting he was fine. "He's always the first to arrive and the last to leave," said one production colleague. "Mark never complains, he just keeps going. For the audience, for the team, for his family." But the body has its limits. Sources close to the Consuelos family revealed that Mark collapsed at home in the early hours, shortly after returning from a long day of shooting. Kelly Ripa, his devoted wife of nearly 3 decades, found him unresponsive and immediately called for help. Paramedics arrived within minutes, rushing him to a New York hospital, where he was admitted to intensive care. Doctors described his condition as critical but stable, adding that his fast arrival may have saved his life. Kelly's quiet strength. Kelly Ripa, often a luminous figure in Mark's public life, has now become the quiet, unshakable center of his recovery. Those who have seen her describe a woman both heartbroken and fiercely strong, refusing to leave his side even for a moment. One insider shared that Kelly has spent every night at the hospital, sitting beside Mark's bed with her hand gently resting on his. "Kelly is his anchor," said a close family friend. "She's always been the calm force behind Mark's success. Now she's the one holding everything together." Their 3 children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin, have also rallied close, supported by family, friends, and network colleagues who have quietly surrounded them with love and strength. America holds its breath. As the news broke, the nation reacted with an outpouring of love, disbelief, and concern. Social media flooded with messages of support under hashtags like "Pray for Mark" and "Stay Strong, Mark." Messages poured in not only from fans, but from celebrities and co-hosts who've shared stages, interviews, and red carpets with him for years. Kelly's on-air colleagues and friends, visibly emotional, spoke from the heart. "With Mark, you don't just get a co-host, you get family. Everyone who's ever worked with him will tell you the same thing. We're all praying he pulls through." Even longtime friends and Hollywood peers reportedly reached out privately to Kelly with words of encouragement. "If anyone can fight through this, it's Mark. He's stronger than anyone knows." The medical reality. While hospital officials have not disclosed Mark's exact diagnosis, those close to the situation say the emergency may be linked to extreme exhaustion and stress, possibly compounded by an underlying condition he'd been quietly managing. "He's been under incredible pressure," shared a source. "Hosting a daily live show, traveling, staying active, supporting charity work. Mark gives everything 110%. But lately, he wasn't giving himself a break. Doctors have reportedly advised complete rest and an extended recovery once he stabilizes, warning that a premature return to work could risk serious complications. For someone like Mark, always moving, always giving. This forced stillness may prove as challenging as the illness itself. A private battle behind a public smile. Those close to Mark say this crisis didn't come overnight. It had been building quietly, tucked beneath the surface of his cheerful, high-energy television persona. In recent interviews, Mark had spoken candidly about long hours, missed family moments, and the pressure of keeping up with an intense schedule. "I love what I do," he once said with a grin on air, "but sometimes I forget to stop and breathe." Those words, once light-hearted, now feel achingly prophetic. Kelly's poise and pain. Those who know Kelly describe her as poised, strong, and fiercely devoted to her family, qualities that have defined her marriage since she and Mark first met on set in the 1990s. "She's never been one to seek attention," said a mutual friend. "Kelly is happiest at home with Mark and the kids, but she's also incredibly tough, and that strength is what's holding everyone together now." Witnesses at the hospital say Kelly spends much of her time reading messages to Mark, even when he can't respond. Letters from friends, notes from fans, prayers from strangers. She believes he can hear her, a source shared. She keeps telling him how loved he is, that he's not done yet. Network response. The network has officially paused Mark's filming schedule for the foreseeable future. In a brief statement, a spokesperson said, "Our thoughts are with Mark, Kelly, and the entire Consuelos family during this incredibly difficult time. Mark is not just a beloved colleague, he's family. We're all rooting for his full recovery." Production teams have adjusted show segments, bringing in guest hosts to cover in his absence. But even as the cameras roll, the energy feels different. "It's just not the same without him," one crew member said. "He's the heart of the room." Messages of hope. Across the entertainment world, tributes have poured in, heartfelt, simple, and deeply emotional. Fellow hosts and celebrities have posted messages online, sending love to Mark and Kelly, two of the kindest souls I know. "Hold on, Mark, we're all behind you." Others shared photos and memories, celebrating the warmth and generosity Mark has shown over the years. Even fans from around the world began lighting candles, sending cards, and filling comment sections with words of hope. "He feels like part of our mornings," one fan wrote. "We've had breakfast with him for years. You don't just lose that kind of light without feeling it." Kelly's letter to fans. After days of silence, Kelly released a short handwritten note through the family's representative. Her words were humble, raw, and filled with gratitude. "To everyone who has sent prayers, messages, and kindness, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Mark is fighting, and he's surrounded by love. Your support means more to us than we can ever express." She ended simply, "Keep believing. Love, Kelly." And just like that, the noise faded, replaced by something rare and powerful: collective hope. Across the country, fans, friends, and family now hold on to one thought: Mark Consuelos must pull through.